Hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Enoch. Today we will continue in our series on Linux. We'll be looking at pipe and filtering. And what is pipe? Pipe is a form of interprocess communication that allows the output of one command used as the input for another command. You have one command, the output of that command can be used as the input of another command by using the pipe. And it is represented by the vertical bar symbol on the keyboard. It's very powerful. When in my first video on Linux, I explained that Linux is more of a simple single programs that can be piped or chained together to perform complex operations. So that's what we are going to be seeing today. We are going to see how we can pipe multiple commands together to perform complex operation. Now this is an Ubuntu machine. If you're not familiar with how to create a VM, you may want to check my first video on virtualization. I'll put a link below. And you may also want to check some of my video on Linux. I'll put some of the links below for you. So this is an Ubuntu machine. Let's run cat/etc/os-release. And you can see this is an Ubuntu machine and it's version 14.04.6. Print working directory. I'm in the home directory of the Vagrant user. Who am I? I'm Vagrant. Of course. Who am I? I'm Vagrant. So let's clear our screen. And let's become the root user using sudo-i. And we are looking at pipe. Let's see what we can do with pipe. You can say cat var /log/auth.log, and I can pipe this with more and press enter. So this is the first command, cat/var/log/auth.log. This particular log is the user log, is the user log file. And I just want to see these logs to see who has logged in into the file, who has logged in into the system. So pipe this with more, and this will give me page by page, and I can use my enter to just go through it line by line, or I can use my space bar to go through it page by page, page by page, and I can read through it if I want to check it. So that's pipe for you. Use your Q to get back your shell. So I can also say cart/etc/psspwd. I can pipe it with ed. Okay, let's say I want to get the first 4 lines of this file. Press enter and it will give you the first 4 lines. So that's that about pipe. There's a lot of things you can do. I can keep piping it to get as small detail as I want, from the present file. So that's that. Let's continue to our filtering. So filtering commands are utility or commands used to process input data and produce a subset of that data based on specific criteria. Filtering is just, you have a file, you just want to get a subset of the file, not the whole file. You can just use your filtering command to just filter the subset out. You want to get maybe the first colon or the first few lines, you can use these commands to just filter it out. The commands are used in conjunction with pipe to produce a powerful data processing pipeline. An example of such command include brep, sed, hawk, cut, add, tail, sort, unique. And let's see those commands one after the other. One is grep. Grep is used to search for pattern in a file. If there is a word or multiple words that I want to search for in a file, I want to locate exactly where it is, I can just use grep to do that. I can say I will need a bigger file. So let me get a bigger file. Cat etc password, and let's send this to user file. Press enter, ls, and our user file is there. Let's get another one, ls-l/dev. Let's get the first 25 lines, add fin 25, and let's send this to dev-files. And if you run your ls, you will see that those files are there. You can see that they are not empty files. Let's clear our screen, and let's just see the content of user file. Okay, now we are looking at grep. Now I want to search for no login in the file, no login, and the file name is user-file. If you press enter, it will show you everywhere there is an occurrence of no login. You know, there are several options you can use no login with, and let us see them. You can use your option high to make it case insensitive. You know, Linux is case sensitive, but if you want it to be case insensitive, just use your option of high. Let me do something and just show you. Let's change no login to capital letter, and let's do it in the file. S no login / no login / G, close single quote, user file, and press enter. Let's clear our screen. Let's run cart. All right, we have capital letter no login. If we check this file, as we have checked before, if we use our grep to check this file as we have checked before, you will see that it will not bring out anything because Linux is case sensitive. But if I want it to be case insensitive, just put your -i and it will show you everywhere there is no login. You know, so that's that. Let's run our cart again to see the content, and if I want to search recursively through a directory, you know, directories usually contain subdirectories and files. So if I wanted to search all the subdirectories of a directory, what will I use? Use your option of R. Let's say grep, and I want to search for hostname in /etc/**. If I want to do this, you will see he's just searching through the file. He's not searching through the subdirectories, and that's why he's saying it's a directory. So if I don't want that to happen, I can just put my -r and press enter, and you will see it will search through all the subdirectories, and you can see. So that's that. Let's see more options that we have. If I want to do an invert search, I can use V. If I want it to print line numbers, I can use option N. Let's see that. Okay, now I want it to print line numbers. You can put -N, and you can see it to print all the line numbers. If I want it to do an invert search, I will just put V. Invert search will make it to search what does not relate to that pattern. The output on the terminal will not be related to the pattern you have stated. All right, press enter, and you will see it will not put anything that relates to no login. So that's how grep can be used. If you want to know more about grep, just use your man, which stands for manual, and use your grep and press enter, and you can see everything about grep. You know, if you want to grep, for example, can be used to search for multiple words. You know, just say, read through it, press your enter to go through it line by line, or space bar to go through it page by page, and you will see that it's a very, very useful command. Press your Q to get back your shell, and let's go to our next command, sed, which is short for stream editor. It's used for filtering and transforming text, used for search and replace. Let's see how that is done. I just did something with sed just now. Sed, let's first cut the file and see the content of the file. All right, now let's replace our no login again. Sed, I can single quote s / no login, then / no login, and put your forward slash. Now, if I put my G, it would do the substitute globally. The S there stands for, this S stands for substitute, so it will search for every occurrence of this no login, and it will replace it with this small letter no login. The G here means globally. If I don't put this G and I stop at this forward slash, it's just going to search through it, and it's going to change the first occurrence of this no login in each lines of the file. But if I want it to do it throughout the file, throughout the occurrence of the no login in the file, then I have to put this G. So it stands for global, and it will search through all the occurrence of this particular pattern in the file and make that change. Then put your file name, and this is just for the purpose of outputting it on the shell. It will just output it on the shell. It will not make an in-place change. It will not change it in the file. So press enter, and you see no capital no login in the file has been changed to small letter no login. But if you check the file itself, you will see that the content of the file has not really changed. If I want to effect the change, what are we going to do? We are going to use our hyphen. We are going to use the I option, and it will change it in the file. And if you check the content of the file by using your cart, you see that it has actually changed it in the file. So that's one thing about sed. Let's see more of what we can use with sed. We can use it to print specific line, and let's see how that is done. Let's cut our file again, and let's say I just want to print some lines there. Can just use my option of N, single quote, 7P, close single quote, user file. That's a file name. User file is a file name. 7P, I want to print the 7th line, and the option of N there, and that's the command. Press enter, and it will print the 7th line for you. I want to print a range of line. Let's say line 1 to line 7. Just use your command like that and press enter, and it will print line 1 to line 7. You want to print specific lines, you can just put your 3P and use your semicolon, and 5P is your semicolon, 9P semicolon, and press enter, and it will print all those lines for you. So that is very useful. I know that you may be thinking, oh, I can use tail or head for this, but sometimes you may want to print specific different lines, that are not in the same range. So you have to pick them individually. So that's that about sed. Let's see. You can also use sed to delete lines matching a pattern. And you can use your option I to effect the pattern in the file. Let's see how that is done. I can say sed. Let's print our file first. Cart. Let's display our file. All right. I want to remove everything that relates to no login in the file. / no login. / no login. Then / deep, close your single quote, then give the file name, and if you press enter, it will just display it on the shell, on the terminal for us. Press enter, and you see it will display it on the terminal for us. All right, but if you want to really remove everything that relates to no login in the file, then I have to use my I option. Use your I option, then press enter, and it will delete it. It will remove it from the file. Clear our screen, and if you cut the file now to check the content, you see that there is no occurrence of no login there. So that's that about the file. That's that about your sed command. Let's see what more we can do. So the next command now is cont command, which is used to extract section from each lines of input data. You can use it by using cont options, file path, and the options available C-C for character range. Let's see how that is used. Let's cut our file again, and let's say I just want to print the first characters of the file, I can just use cont-c1, and then I can give the file name, and it will print the first character for me. I want to print a range of character. I can just say 1, 2, 3, and it will print the first 3 characters for me. So you can just play around with it and check it out. Let's see more options. If there is a file that has a delimiter or a proper separator, you can use your D option for it, and after the D you put your delimiter, then you use your -F, which stands for field, and you put your field number that you want to print. So let's see how that can be done. Let's see the content of our file again. If you look at this file has a proper separator, which is the colon, and I can just use -D. The separator is colon, then -F. What field do I want to print? Field 1. What's the file name? Print it, and it will print the first colon for me. If I want to print another colon, let's say I want to print :4, press enter, and it will print :4 for you. I want to print a series of colon, I can just say 1, 2, 4, and it will print the 4 colons for me. I want to print distinct colon, I can just put my, comma, and it will print :1 and :4 for me. So that's that about cont. Let's see more of what cont can do. Complement. Complement is used to output only non-delimiter part. Let's see how that works. Okay. Let me cut the file first. Let's see the content of the file. Now, I just want to print lines that are not related to 1 and 4. This is good. I just want to print lines that are not related to 1 and 4. Just put your complement, put your -, complement, and this will print lines that are not related to 1 and 4 for you. So it will print all the colons that are not related to 1 and 4. I want to print colons that are not related to 1 to 4. That is, will be printing the 5 colon and above. Let's put complement here. Complement. Press enter, and I made a mistake. And it will print from 5 upward for us, everything that does not relate to 1 to 4. So that's that. Let's see what more we can do, or what next command we have. Awk. Awk is an intelligent form of search. Awk allows you to write a conditional statement and pinpoint exactly what you want to do. You can use awk to change a particular data in a file. So it's used for data extraction, mostly to extract field or colon. And let's see how it is used. I can say, let's cut our file first. I can say, okay, awk. Let's use another file. Let's see the content of this, our dev file. And I can use awk to print maybe the first colon. I can use awk. I can see a single quote, curly bracket, print $1, close your curly bracket, then give the file name. No, after you close your curly bracket, then your single quote, close your single quote, then give the file name, and press enter. Now, this is going to assume that space is the separator between the colon, between the colon. So this is first space, second space, third space. So this will be the first colon that it will be printing for us. This will be the second, the third, the fourth. So I just wanted to print the whole of this for me. Just wanted to print that for me, and that's what it's going to print for me. You can see that. I want to print the second colon or the third colon. Let's say I want to print the third colon. Well, I just put 3 there, press enter, and it will print the third colon for us. All right. If I want to print multiple colons too, how can we do that? You can just use your use your space, $5, press enter, and it will print multiple colons for you. So that's that about that part. Let's look at how we can use awk to do some intelligent intelligent filtering. Let's see the content of our file again. All right, we have root here in this third colon. Let's say we want to change this particular colon, everything here, we want to change it to enoch. We want to change it to enoch. What are we going to do? Okay, we can use awk, your single quote, your curly bracket, and I can say your parenthesis. I can say $. No, I don't need to use parentheses. I can say $3 equals to your double quote, enoch, close your double quote, and put your semicolon there, and say print $0, close your curly bracket, close your single quote, give your dev file. Now this is going to change everything in this third colon. In this third colon is going to change it to enoch. So that's what we want it to do. Press enter, and you can see it has changed all this place, all the third colon to enoch. All right, let's if you see there is a pattern in this second colon where we have only 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Let's say we want to print everything that relates to 1, everything that relates to 1. Let's just say your awk, single quote, curly bracket, open your if, then open your parenthesis. If $, what colon is that? $2, which is the second colon. Double equal to, open your double quote, equal to 1, close your double quote, and close your parenthesis, and print $0. $0 means you should print everything that is printable, and close your curly bracket, close your single quote, then your dev file. This will print everything that relates to 1 in the second colon, to print everything that relates that has 1, 1, 1 in the second colon. So you can see just 1, 1, 1 alone. If I want to print those that has 2, I can just say okay 2, and it will print everything that relates to 2. So you can it's a very, very useful command. At any point in time you can just filter out specifically what you need from any file, as it suits your need. So that's that. Let's clear our screen. Let's see more options we have for awk. Separator. Okay, if you have proper separator, if you look at our user file, let's cut our user file to see the content. This file has a proper separator. You can also use awk to print it. Just use your -F and put your separator or your delimiter. What is our delimiter? That's colon. Then put your colon there. Then your single quote, your curly bracket, print. What colon do I want to print? I want to print :1, close your curly bracket, and close your single quote, give the file name. The file name is user file, and press enter, and it will print the first colon for us. So you can just check it out, and it's a very handy, very useful command. If I want to print the last colon, I can just use NF. NF stands for number of field. NF, and the NF, so the number of field there maybe is the ninth colon or something, so it will just count. So this is, we have 9 colons, so NF stands for 9, and it will print the last colon there for us. So that's the line, that's the last colon. So that's that about awk. If you want to know more about awk, you can just run your man awk. Man stands for manual, and awk, and you can just read through it. You have your G awk, you have your PG awk, you have your DG awk, and you can just press enter to go through it line by line, see all the options that are available. You can press your space bar for the next page or something. So just press your Q to get back your shell. So you can just read through the manual to just check more of what you can do with that awk command. It's a very, very useful command. You'll find it handy. So tail, as you know, tail is used to display the last few lines of a file. By default, it will display the last 10 lines. We have seen this in our earlier lectures on Linux. And don't mind the capital T there is a small letter t. So if you want to use it at any point in time, you can just use it. Cat var/log/ let's look at another log, dpkg.log. And I can say, oh, I want to check the last 10 lines. You can just use it with tail and it will give you the last 10 lines. If you want to see dynamic content, you can just use it with your -f. Tail -f will show you the dynamic content. If I want to see who is logging in into this system, I can use my auth.log. Auth.log is user login file, log. So you will see anyone that is logging in. -f will let me see who is logging in, which, so it will let me see who is logging. I can say tail -f, and I can say /var/log/auth.log, and if I press enter, you see, if I open another shell, and I logged in, let's log in on another shell, you will see the log updating. cd / vms/CentOS, and if I say vagrant ssh to login, as soon as I log in, it will show the log down there. So so system administrator can use this to just monitor who is logging into the system at any point in time. You can see now it's showing that accepted password, session opened for Vagrant, new session thought of user Vagrant. So that is that. I can easily, monitor who is logging into the system. That's tail for you. -f to see dynamic content. Don't forget. Let's log out of there. All right. So if I want to get back my shell, just Ctrl+C and get back my shell. That's tail for you. We also have head. If you want to use head, you can get the first 10 lines of a file, or you can use it to get any number of lines you want. Let's see, what did we do earlier? Okay, let's assume I want to get the first 20 lines of this log. You can just put -20 there, and I will get the first 20 lines. So that's that. Let's see, so the next one is sort. Sort is just used to sort alphabetically by default. If I use -n option, then it will arrange numerically. If I use U, it will remove duplicate. If I use R option, it will arrange in reverse. Let's just see an example. Let's cut our user file, and let's use sort with it so that I can sort alphabetically. You can see that it will sort it alphabetically. Or let's say I cut our dev file, and I can sort it. Then it will sort alphabetically. If I want to sort it numerically, I'll just use N option and it will sort numerically. If I want to remove duplicate, I will just use -U and it will remove duplicate. If I want to get unique, if I want to remove duplicate too, I can pipe it with my unique command, unique, and it will just remove any duplicate in the file. So that's, anytime you want to use the unique command, please always first use it with sort first, then unique, and it will remove the duplicate and give you the unique files there. So I think that's that for today. For unique, you can use option I to be case insensitive, So I think that's that for today. let me see the way. Okay, word count, WC. Now WC is for word count. If I use option L, I'll be counting the lines. If I use option W, I'll be counting the words. If I use option C, I'll be counting the byte. Let's see that practically. Now let's clear our screen. Let's see that. Okay, I want to see the number of lines in this file. I can just say WC-L, press enter, and it will show you the number of lines. If I want to see the number of words, use your W option, and it will show you the number of words. If I want to see the number of bytes, use your C, and it will show you the number of bytes. So I believe that's that for today. If you don't forget, if you want to know more about any command, just use your man, which stands for manual, and put it with the command. You want to know more about your cont command, put your man, which stands for manual, put your cont, and read through the manual. Read through it, enter to just go line by line, space bar to go page by page, Q to get back your shell. All right. So I believe that's that for today. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.